Hello, folks, and welcome to tonight's action here at Casa. I think Street Fighter Week 21. I'm one of your hosts here, Jocks in a Box, and I'm so glorious and happy to be joined by my good old friend Team Chris tonight for tonight's action. How are we doing there in the most southern of Florida?
You know, we are kicking it, man. We are keeping it real, keeping it hot, keeping it cool, dodging these bullets out in the Caribbean, man, getting some hurricane scares. But, you know, the truth is we're the storm, you know. But likewise, man, the Rays and Marlins are playing each other. They're on top of their game, so I figure we get Central Florida, South Florida here. We get to banter, and not only do we get to banter, but we got this. We are blessed tonight at the Casa. Everybody came through. This ridiculous stack bracket. Who's who of talent. I mean, not just top names, but some of them Where's Waldo's too coming out there.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what's so funny? I actually just pulled up the score just to see if I can have any ammo on you for tonight. But unfortunately, it's tied right now. So
Sixto Sanchez, baby, he got a 100-mile fastball.
Dude, I've been hearing that. I was driving.
As soon as he got over 100 miles, Jeter's like, "All right, you're not doing AAA. We need you. Get out there."
I was driving today, and all I heard is, he gets him with the 100 miles an hour. I'm like, oh, dang. Okay, it's real.
Right.
But what's
we know
real
a thing
is
about
tonight.
heat.
Yeah, what's going to be real is tonight's action. Lots of big names, like you said. I see a BrianF in the chat. Moons, StickyFingers, Bisonopolis, Metro M, Ersine. Let's see who else is here. Arturo Sanchez, Marvisto.
Don't forget Alex Smith, man. Diego V. Oh yeah, we got an art sighting. Oh snap!
I know.
Young Art has graced us with his presence, you know. And shout outs to that man putting on a Street Fighter Alpha 2 tournament last weekend, you know. Art was fighting, commentating, organizing, streaming, doing the works, man. Working overtime. Now he's in the bracket? Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely I would say top 2 or 3 Dhalsim players in the country. He's definitely a really good player. He's not just a guy that handles the computers. He's really good.
No, he's a legend.
Yo, excuse me, guys, if I may, real quick.
Yes.
We got an anonymous donation of $50 for the pop bonus. So we're starting off the night really early. If you would like to donate to the Matrino and add to that $50, please do. But I will be putting it into the thing. You know what I mean? All right, thank you.
Oh, sick!
Thank you.
That's
we
awesome.
appreciate you. That's right. Money in the bank. Get our players paid. Thank you for contributing to the Casa Weekly. We appreciate you. And just for that bunch brought it out, click on there, show some more support. What up, Jocks?
Yeah, the community is what's so great about fighting games. It's just that we stick together, we help each other out, and unlike the conspiracy theorists, this anonymous is actually doing good work.
You Island man, going straight down those rabbit holes. But likewise, we wouldn't be the weird commentators if we didn't bring our bias. So I see we got some of our boys in the bracket like Shin Akuma level dose, and then also my own boy AhKahChi's Legacy in a first round matchup.
Oh geez, that's your Rays versus Marlins side actually, right there. AhKahChi versus Shin Akuma.
Yeah, that match will be YOLO. I actually hope we get that on stream because that'll be man, you're gonna see some interesting buttons and some dash cancel up in there.
Let's do this.
Man, I think there's a magnet that's attached to Carlton Banks' system because this guy ends up on this stream a lot, and I have no problem because I love seeing some Season 5 Birdie action. This character, kind of more of an endangered species. The air is a little bit more toxic. It kind of shortened his limbs apparently and made him not so good.
That's a very eloquent way to say you can't anti-air.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's still there. It's just not as good. And you can't, like I said, you can't autopilot this character like you used to be. I have no issues with that.
Yeah. Oh, we rocking them Capcom Cup colors.
Oh, I haven't seen this in person yet.
Yeah, I'm liking that new outfit, man. Idom got some great taste. And it was the kind of outfit Laura needed too, shout outs to Idom. Like looking through the entire wardrobe, we needed uniform. Carlton
and you
Banks
know,
got Havoc in the corner there. Yeah, where's
no,
your...
and the one thing I heard is that this is what he wanted the whole. Oh, you know, if I ever win Capcom Cup, it'll be a schoolgirl costume. Okay, fair enough. And he remembered his promise.
You know, as a DOA player, I respect it. Definitely do. And I also respect Carlton Banks building that meter with the whip grab off of that stun. Oh, not enough. What could he have done there, Jocks? What could he have done there?
He could have done a grown-up combo instead of a little weenie junior combo there. Where's the jumping? Oh, okay. He survived.
Oh, man. You telling me that he hit him with the Whopper Jr.? No pickles?
I had the feeling I was going to be on a hi-fi clip there, unfortunately, but Carlton Banks had other things to say.
Oh, there we go. Using that bullhorn to get through there and just grabbing Havoc like a glizzy. Oh, gets that overhead meaty. Late on the active frame. Could we see perfection? Yes.
See, that's your grown-up combo right there. That's the adult combo right there. No Weenie Hut Jr.
Yeah, that's
We're
right.
in the salty spittoon.
That is sauerkraut and red onions all up in that group. Getting that taste and that spice. Carlton Banks going up a quick 1-0.
You know, Carlton Banks, there was some very good stuff in that first round, especially converting off the counter hit stand medium kick. You don't see that as often, but, you know, just shows the awareness this man has.
The Havoc missing the punish off of that bullhorn. And there goes a unique anti-air. Love to see Season 5 Birdie pull that off, right, Jock?
But apparently they don't exist to the modern Birdie player.
I don't think a lot of things don't exist to birdies. Pretty much in general. There we go. Good confirming off the stand medium punch.
Watch the litter.
Oh, wow. Gets that elbow in. Through the space in there. Stays on the same side. So mix-up going to be Sunset Wheel after the jab. Still got a V-trigger Carlton Banks has. Can make him move pretty safe there. So Havoc has to go in there. Oh, throws out of the situation. But still around. Oh, wow. Back dives away. But that was unsafe, sir. Keep the change.
And Carlton Banks, since the last time I've seen him play, he just looks a lot more solid making these. Even if it's the littlest of confirms, it's a confirm nonetheless.
Yeah, and great response to Laura's V-skill too. Having none of that business, we're gonna keep your mobility down a distance. Oh man, the spacing on that grab. I did not see him. Hey, that would have got me. I would have struck that. Gonna cancel it into the super for the kill, and he will advance. Face off against the winner, Diego V and CGN Turkey. However you pronounce that. Is it Turkey? Turkey? I don't know, man. I'm hungry.
I'm actually looking the bracket here. Blah blah blah. Speaking of Turkey, I actually saw one this morning leaving. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. You know, don't normally see that, but really good stuff by Carlton. You know, from one bird to another, it's a really good display of a lot of Birdie's tools are by Carlton Banks. He checked the dashes, he anti-air conversions, counter hit conversions. He kind of displayed it all. There's a short chapter of the Bible Birdie right there.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially converting off of that defense too, putting Birdie in a position to punish. Exactly, didn't extend himself too much at all, and when you don't have to do that with Birdie, it just adds an extra degree of comfort in there. And like you mentioned, the confirms are right there, and then you just kept guessing on when that grab was coming. Everything. I mean, Carlton Banks straight up just making a deposit, moving on.
You know, you guys might be saying like, man, it's just little confirms. Why is he like harping on that? You know, something that Shin Matt told me that was passed on to him from Flash Metroid. You know, speaking of South Florida, is that it's so important in this game to be able to confirm off two lights. Because you see that in a lot of like even upper level people, they'll have the two lights and not confirm.
Absolutely,
and, you know,
they'll hit two lights and they'll go for a reset, or they'll go for a throw setup, and they take away the guaranteed damage. Absolutely, I mean, and especially sometimes it can boil down to not believing after that first light hits, and then you just completely give up on looking to connect off that second hit. It's absolutely, I mean, I'm telling you, that's one of the things that stares me in the face all the time in my replays, and you'll see it all the time. When you watch your own matches, you will see how many counter hit lights or how many low forwards in neutral that you could have canceled into something that could have connected in a counter hit, could have got something. Always.
Yeah, precisely. And, you know, it's just something to think about, too. Like, some characters, you know, it's a little bit tougher. You don't have charge. You can't really convert off that. But, like, You know, like Birdie's a character that it's kind of easier to convert off two lights. His emotions and his buttons are kind of slower. Yeah, just something to keep in mind for perhaps your own gameplay in the future, and myself.
Absolutely. And for the record, Flash called me out on that too. About not confirming off lights.
That's what
So that's not something that he just individually told Shin Matt. I mean,
well,
he told me that like 3 years ago, man.
I think Shin Matt told me like he said it like in general, like that's what people do, and I was like,
Yeah,
that's
because
something
I still don't
Birdie,
do.
yeah.
Yeah, I still don't do crouch jab, light spinning bird kick. I should do that. And there's a lot of Chun-Li players who may not even have like the stomp techniques or the instant air legs or the high ceiling stuff that even I can't do, or the unblockable Kikosho setups from the corner. But I mean, they can consistently confirm off Chun-Li's lights and get like low jab SBK. Good stuff. Let's go on to the match here, though.
Yeah,
I know
speaking of
MontyDouken.
stomps,
He's from North Florida.
is he? Where?
Yeah,
Where?
Jacksonville player.
What?
Round one.
Yeah, he made me punch my joystick. He didn't make me, but I punched my joystick.
Speaking of punching joysticks, this guy on the left, Marvisto, has been making a lot of people doing that. Playing perhaps the most infuriating character that sees the highest, I hate to say this, the highest win percentage on CFN. That's Honda for you. Look at that stop. Speaking of stops.
Yeah, Honda is grossly overlooking too. His offense is strong. Especially when you can't stop him, and when he has these options, he can just go to the butt slam. Is plus when it hits in front. Dash up Oicho, gonna RSVP that damage like you already got that one planned. Yeah, Marvisto doing work with the Honda. I know he's also very impressive with Ryu. We've seen that. And he's got some good stuff up his tricks, but I mean Honda is strong.
Yeah, and he's a guy that, like, at these Casa tournaments, he normally places top 3.
That's a good punish from Monty. Using the stand forward, getting the right headbutt. That's a punish because they do have different percentages of minus on block. Stand strong to the headbutt, sets up the throw. Oh no, but the target combo with the air reset, it doesn't connect. Oh, what a response!
Beautiful. Just mistimed that slightly.
Oh, wow! That V-trigger headbutt from full screen gonna send MontyDouken back down to Duval to rethink that one.
No, there ain't.
You know what's
Duval
interesting?
doesn't have much.
Yeah. You know what's interesting though? Like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like there are some of those Urien players who like V-trigger too, and I feel like this is a matchup where,
Fight.
you know, I'm never gonna recommend picking anything over Aegis for V-trigger. What kind of commentator am I? Come on, man.
Yeah, I know. We
What am I? Am I trying to get on Event Hubs or Kotaku? I'm not one of those.
yeah, it's just one of those things that, like, Aegis is so good that, like, you can't say no to it. Not to be
It's its own character. If you just had Aegis as the only thing in one character, it'd still be top tier. Just give him the 2-bar V-trigger.
Here we go. Speaking of Aegis, let's see what MontyDouken has. The follow-up. Oh, he misses out.
Yeah, and he's still got another reflection on deck. Marvisto sees the urgency. That V-trigger 1 damage is good, but he's going to save it for the kill. Oh, man, but the chariots.
He gets the V-trigger. Oh,
Wow, Marvisto takes the initiative. Signed, sealed, delivered on that opportunity. Match point.
Yeah, and that's just one of those things. The V-trigger 1 headbutt can catch you off guard because he doesn't need to charge it. He can walk forward and do it, and it comes out really fast.
Just like that EX chariot tackle. Oh, tried to jump through it. I appreciate that. The body splash did not land in time, though.
I mean, despite the rounds, like victories and one and all that, MontyDouken, I think he's fighting this pretty well. He's been making some good answers to Honda antics.
Yeah, he's against the ropes, though. I'm hoping he can pull through. If he gets hit with this super, though, that's going to be the end of man service in tonight's Casa. Keeping that overhead safe with the Aegis. Got another one on deck with the flavor and the behavior. Marvisto, will he go the distance? Yes, he does. There is no damage scale in the way it's going to take that away. MontyDouken sent down to the losers bracket. Marvisto will advance when he faces off the winner of Gizmo and Bone Jangles. That's a nice play. Not Bojangles, Bone Jangles. Got that emphasis for you.
mean, this is not an uncommon sight. Marvisto moving ahead in the bracket, good stuff to MontyDouken, but unfortunately, Marvisto just does a little bit more gooder stuff, you could say.
Yes, you could say that. Indeed, indeed. Let's go and see what we got next on the agenda coming up your way.
No, because the way. Okay. Oh, of course, man. BrianF. Actually, I've known him for a long time since the Gainesville days. That's actually the first scene I got into with fighting games. I've been playing fighting games for almost for 25 years, off and on. But like the first time I built with a community was through Gainesville, and BrianF was like the head sensei. No, he wasn't the head sensei. It was JC, but he was the big name, and
I know JC.
BrianF was one of the people that like I got to today where I am in the FGC because of him. His influence, his, mentorship, tutorship. And it's so weird because as an old man at FGC, you look up to a lot of the younger folks. Like, just weird how that is compared to other careers and stuff. But that's how it is. And yeah, BrianF, thank you very much for shouting out the stream. I'm glad to see him in here tonight. Very good stuff. See, I'm sure you.
Yeah, we appreciate all his fans here. Of course, BrianF goes back to my scene, the South Florida, all those tournaments we had back in the day. So we know him well before the noise. Seen his play with back in the day, dating all the way back to SF4. But always happy to have him. Always happy to see him. Always happy whether I see him on South Beach. Thank you for the stream. The shout out as well. Shout out some other people as well that we appreciate making the FGC just that great, supporting this great bracket that we got in this tournament. I'm talking about Team Spooky, doing it big out there. Everybody here is a Spooky fan. I mean, if you're not a Spooky fan in the chat, like, what the hell? You got a lot of the FGC, man.
Yes, yeah. And thank you guys. If you guys want to contribute to the bracket, free donations, !match Arena will have it. You could use code Casa GBS16 for the Grand Blue Bracket, or Casa SFV 16 to contribute to Street Fighter. And also a shout out to Ronin Rumble. Jeff the Hero has put out a great product, and it just it's like this clay. It's like this clay creation that it just gets better and better as it goes on, and it's so good to see something like that start out from. I mean, he just started out this year, and it just turned into what it is.
And also shout outs to Jeff Stop. What a great store and great customer service that they have. Be sure to check out Jeff Stop over on Twitter as well. There's always something, especially you can always appreciate that in the retro game and greatness.
Oh man, speaking of greatness, I just saw the PogChamp with the mask emote in the chat. That's actually really funny.
Not only is it funny, but it's also responsible.
Well, I mean, the whole Gutex thing is funny, but like, just to make it short, I thought I earned another emote on my own stream, and I was going to add it. And my next idea was going to be Gutex with a Q, and I was going to call the emote Qtex. But just funny stuff. Yeah, CJ Grayson, I see you.
I like it. I like that idea. Hold on to that.
Yeah, I'll try. I mean, I kind of stole it from someone, but it hasn't been implemented yet. Implementations, man.
Good artist copy, great artist steal.
Are you, as I see a CPT commentator in the chat, are you registered for CPT tomorrow?
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the NA East qualifier. Yeah, I could, what, is the deadline already passed? I don't think I registered for it.
Okay, then, you and I are not competing. I forgot. My schedule's been all over the place. So I wasn't sure, and I only found out I was able to do.
Like, and you're shouting out Saint in the chat. I see what you did.
Yeah, that.
Good call. Good call. Yeah. Good call. But yeah, we love Saint. Saint's good.
I mean,
yeah, I'll be watching some of the stream, and I've been watching some of the CPT stuff, and you know, it's been great. The commentators out there, the effort that they're doing and all that, and just bringing out fresh voices and, you know, and already just keeping the community something out there. And likewise, keeping the community going as well. We got in the next match, we got TS Sabin going up against AhKahChi. That's what I'm seeing in the match queue. And we are inviting them to join us, so this should be a good one. Good, entertaining match. I think there's going to be, I guess, a 60% chance of neutral, would you say? What the forecast calls for.
Yeah. You know, every time, you know what, speaking of St. Cola, every time, to me, the best way to describe St. Cola is like a full spice rack, because to make that spice rack full, there needs to be a lot of grinding that's been going on. And that man has been grinding commentary ever since the start of COVID and all that, and before. So definitely, like, where he's at, that's a lot of hard work. Good stuff to hit.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but the FGC has given us the grind. Like, I mean, there's been a lot. I mean, of course, you know, Saint is the shining example of that hard work. There's a ton of people hustling, man, going to tournament, making new reels, and just, I mean, just flying out to the other side of the world just to get, like, some time going out, spitting in pools. I get you, you know, I get that hustle, that grind. So, you know, it's good that we're rewarding that and all that, and just keep going. But try to have as much fun as you can. That's the best advice I give a lot of people, too, because I love the game, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, so we are going to give you this action here.
Ooh, is this going to be Alex
This is
versus
early
Dhalsim?
in the bracket, too, man. I don't know. That's what the avatars are saying. That's what they're pointing to, but that does not sound like a very fun match.
Well, interestingly enough, at least in my opinion, for a long time, Alex actually beats Dhalsim. I don't know how could. Oh, geez, scary seeing that one bar for me. But yeah, Alex V-Trigger 1 like fights Dhalsim very well.
Which V skill do you think he should use?
V-Skill 1 is just the standard thing to use. Just, you know, maybe convert off, like, you know, stun combos, but
I
as
love
scrubby
V
as
skill
it is-
2. V skill 2 like forces you to come to the Dhalsim. That's one thing I really love about it, is like it chases you.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about Alex V-Skill 2.
Oh no, AhKahChi is picking Ed. So he's got Ed with the blue hoodie here. Yeah,
gotcha.
I think I've seen this Kage before. Okay, blows up the tech with the Yoga Gale, double dips again. Those anti-airs on point with the back medium punch. That is the time-tested anti-air. Works hella good in Super Turbo. Gets the beer hose into the throw. AhKahChi's using that V skill too. A lot of people really like that move. It's got anti-projectile properties, and I think he's at frame advantage with hits from a certain. If you space it correctly.
What's kind of interesting is that seeing his choice of V-Trigger 1, I'm not the biggest expert, but to me, like, the V-Trigger 2 is, I think it's a pretty solid V-Trigger, even though you can just V-reverse a lot. It has a high comeback potential.
Yeah, good response to the pressure there. Checking the walk with the low jab. Yo, we got to give shout outs to Arto for anti-airing with the V-Trigger 2 activation. Right there, just that aerial halitosis, and then got that. Is that the yoga sniper? Is that what they call it when you got that jab point down hitting below the knees? Ooh, V-Skill 1, and he backed off. He's got have mercy.
You see, man, look at all these sweeps. That was like almost 4 sweeps in a row by AhKahChi there. I mean, oh jeez, he's going for it. I mean, honestly, by the way Art's been playing this matchup, if you had another character, maybe it could be worth it, because, you know, Dhalsim is just one of those characters. Either
what was that?
he tried to sway through, but I guess he's not swaying.
He
up.
made him cross himself up. He handed him the ball and said, "Here, break your own ankles." Ooh.
And was that a trade with X Psycho Upper? That's not something you see every day.
Turo playing some Jedi mind tricks, going up for the 1-0 in the match here. My man, he floated over. I gotta see how that cross-up landed. That was weird.
Yeah, okay, so it looks like AhKahChi is opting to stay with the Eddie, or maybe he's going to do something else besides sweeps, but looking good so far.
No punish on that
Oh,
slide.
that slide was very negative.
Yeah, Arturo
Yeah,
was able to
that's
throw afterward too. Yeah, and you know, you play Dhalsim, Jock, so you know there's a gap in that one.
Yeah, you have to, I mean, often, like, as a Dhalsim player and as someone playing Dhalsim, you have to learn how to recognize when those slides are negative or not. Oh, jeez!
Staying on the same
What
side.
plays?
Yeah, he's been teasing a lot of those fake cross-ups. Not jumping, but checking that V reversal with that back forward into that yoga fire. Time tested. Confirms. Loving that V skill 1 cancel after the anti-air. Arturo Sanchez has him in the corner. It's on match point. Oh, AhKahChi throws him to the center of the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's the yoga anvil into the yoga flame. What a juggle! And now we got these limbs out here. Jumping into it.
Oh, try to go for the instant overhead, but Dhalsim is too small to sometimes get hit by that.
Yeah, he missed the neutral jumping fierce. The EX headbutt, sorry, EX uppercut connects, and the throw is just enough to get AhKahChi on the board, buying himself 99 more seconds.
Yeah, just enough by the hair on his chinny chin chin. There must be something I don't know. I know like Ed's sweep is so active, but I mean I don't know what the super reward is for keep doing it. Hey, he's the one on stream. I'm not.
Yeah, chases after the V skill 1. Good confirm with uses the super early now, so he gets himself a significant life lead, but Sabin has both the V trigger and the super on deck.
Man, that was really good damage there, actually.
Yeah, but now he's without the super bar. And you can't get yourself in a situation where it's 1 bar to get the confirm and the kill. That's gonna let Sabin do a little more.
Oh, plus frames. And
Look at that frame trap.
and those heavy gales are plus frames.
Oh, but got the throw, and the match is tied. AhKahChi has been able to survive, withstanding the wrath. We're at 1-1. Can't believe it.
Yeah, that was just, he kind of changed his game plan a little bit, but he was able to sneak a win there. I mean, that's the hard part. I mean, with Dhalsim, like, it's all about getting in. You sometimes get around, you might get a game, but, like, you have to be able to get in for 4 rounds in a row, basically.
Oh, and there's that sweep, as you mentioned. Yeah, it's got a hell of a lot of active frames. Maybe caught a limb there. The trade on the jump in there, and that's exactly what we're seeing. AhKahChi's was able to make that last fight more of a scramble, and that's what makes it very uncomfortable. Look at those limbs.
Man, we should have had a sweep counter here.
Oh wow, the V skill 1 over. He could have confirmed that into like, I don't know if he needed meter.
Oh, he needs meter. This is Dhalsim we're talking about. Insert broski sad Dhalsim tweet.
Sabin here with a
Gets back.
significant
This is
life
hard to
lead.
deal with now. Nope.
1 limb, yeah, with that yoga snipe. Don't know what he was trying to do there. Probably caught him on the dash, and that puts Sabin on match point.
Let's look. I mean, AhKahChi, he's still very adamant about landing these sweeps.
Especially if you get a crush counter one, you get a few dashes in, and then you're in Dhalsim's face. So I see the risk-reward ratio of doing that. But Sabin is able to keep him out. That's himself a little bit of a life. Good confirm into that yoga.
And I like that by Art, to follow the fireball just a little bit, but not enough because, that's trying to bait out the EXI go upper, but AhKahChi not biting on the bait.
Yeah, and it looks like Arturo knows, what options AhKahChi has for those limbs. So he's being very selective. And yeah, it goes out swinging like that. The EX uppercut, no dice. Easy punish for Sabin. Takes it 2-1.
Yeah, and unfortunately that just, AhKahChi just looked kind of frustrated there, and I don't blame him. Dhalsim is just a character, some of the chatter saying is just frustrating to fight against. If you don't know how to fight the character, your character doesn't have any advantages, it's definitely rough. It's not a fun time.
No, definitely not. The salt is definitely real. And so Sabin advances, and he'll face the winner of Alex ... that Georgia Blanka player. And who's facing off, but he's backed up. His opponent is backed up a few matches, so that's a bit of an unclear bracket. We are jumping ahead.
Oh, and I just looked.
Got
at
a
the
good one
bracket.
coming up though. Yeah.
Looks like Miami has the edge over, Tampa there, as AhKahChi takes it 2-0 over Shinakuma. So you got the winning just for now.
Yeah, and AhKahChi's legacy now is to go up against Hoji.
Cute. Yeah, let me just refresh. A second.
Yeah, AhKahChi. Oh.
Yeah, I'll just turn my mic on, just so you can have a co-commentator on.
Oh, you got it, man. Yeah, you got it, man. But going through this bracket here, we got AhKahChi's legacy versus Hoji. Hoji sending PrinceShade into losers. Pretty strong Chun-Li player from the Central United States. But coming up, we got another heavyweight matchup for you guys. We got Alex Smith, the Juri enthusiast. Those of you who may also remember his able play for Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, man.
Even going back for Ultra, going up against Metro M, that Vega player. Gotten a lot of headlines.
Yeah,
You're kind of asking.
Shout outs to Alex Smith, man. Just wanted to say, shout outs to Alex Smith. Shout outs to Metro Fighter.
Yeah, really good stuff. Metro M, has been seeing a lot of action. I've learned more about him this year than before. I mean, he's been entering a lot of these online tournaments, getting high placements, and getting second place at one of the CPT tournaments. He's no joke, and man, do I hate fighting Vega.
Yeah, he's been very consistent in online tournament play. He's been consistently placing higher top 8s, even top 3s. And exactly as you mentioned, I hate playing Vega in this season as well. I think Vega is one of the most improved characters of this new season. I think no one really thought it would happen, that Claw would just find himself more in the conversation, but you're definitely seeing a lot of Claws more prominently featured. A lot of the new tactics, that V skill 2, being able to mix it up with the wall jumps, it adds a lot to it. But Alex Smith, great neutral, good Juri play. I mean, just a strong, solid, fundamental player.
I was going to say that you're asking for quite a lot to remember SF4 Abel. People didn't have a good time remembering that character, I'll tell you that.
Oh, that was a great character. That mix-up game was amazing. It was a hybrid grappler. I mean, the world wasn't ready for Abel. Street Fighter first came. We weren't ready for Viper either. Viper was a fun thing you could complain about.
I'll never forget one of the CEOs. So, I think this was CEO 2016 or so, 2015 was the last.
I think it's
Ultra.
2015. You're talking about when Gustavo, 801 Strider.
Well, no, there's another little short stories that this was before Brian was known, so I was following his Twitter. I was trying to see how my Florida friends were doing. This was before group chats and all. He said, okay, I got, Brian was waiting to play his next match. He says, man, I have to play the winner of Poke Chop versus Infiltration. He says, man, I'm probably going to play Infiltration.
That was my
5
pool.
minutes.
I was in that pool.
5 minutes later, Brian says, Poke Chop just beat Infiltration 4 rounds straight.
Yeah, that was a crazy pool, dude. I got sent to losers by Julio.
Oh, jeez. No
the
fun.
the young player, yeah. I mean, it was like that, and then I lost to. I got actually pretty far. I went 'cause that was a huge bracket too. So I went 6-2, and then I lost to Min's Rolento. But yeah, that was a fun bracket. But I remember that when Poke Chop beat Infiltration. I was there.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, because Infiltration was supposed to play Julio or something, and then that messed it up, and then Julio beat Infiltration. Sorry, Julio beat Poke Chop to get out of that pool.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, BrianF actually, he got top 4 in that pool, I think. But that was a fun time. And by the way, that was the exact year, CEO 2015.
It was. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the year where Strider made it all the way to Grand.
Yes, against Kazunoko.
Mm-hmm. That was a hell of a run.
Unfortunately, I never really got to attend those COs. I always had like something going on. Like one year, I had a wedding at that exact same time, and that time I had a summer camp that was only for a week, and it was the week of CO. It was just unfortunate, but it is what it is. And here we go. So we got Alex Smith versus Metro M. I see lots of. I see a few folks in the chat rooting for Metro. How can you guys root for a dirty Vega player? Come on.
Hey man, when Claw's fam, you know.
In this game, there's actually Vega kind of has quite a bit of following. People like to see this character do work.
Yeah, you know, I guess we just because Vega's always in a situation, in my opinion. It's always like he's either godlike or not in the game at all. He's exactly Street Fighter 4. I mean, I really believe he's like the worst character in that game. He's bottom 5.
Street Fighter 4?
I know people say, yeah, SF4? Yes. You can low fierce as wall jump. It sucks.
And that was the character I was like a bane of my existence.
Surprised that did not kill. And the overhead, Metro M tried to dash up, gets stopped. That was close, because Metro had that V-trigger on deck. Had it on deck, we could have seen Tuxedo Mask out there.
I wonder what... Okay, I was going to say, I think Juri actually should have a pretty decent punish for that. What was that, 4 computers by Vega? Yeah.
Yeah, Buster Clone. There's that shimmy with that back roundhouse. Really blew it up, but there's that new move he just got. Metro M escapes the stun situation, uses a super to reset the stun, so there's going to be a meter disparity, but it puts Metro M in the life lead where maybe he can get some neutral.
It's still kind of dangerous. Juri could do good damage here. Okay, I was just
exactly as you mentioned. Yeah, and he's been punishing with that exact same button and getting confirms off of it. Pinwheel to activation. Takes the throw, can't take enough.
Jeez, looking like a bad day in the Dow Jones here when the trades don't work out in your favor like that. You have nothing to give.
No, it looks like those trades you see it when you're shopping at Jeff's shop. Be sure to check that place out. I heard they're a lot nicer than trade.
I'm just curious to see what adjustments are to be made here from Metro M side. You know, Juri is a character you don't really get so much experience against unless you really go in the lab where, you know, your best buddy plays Juri.
Yeah, once you got that Juri main, that Juri enthusiast in your local bracket. I know we were talking about Jocks. But also Metro M, he sticks around. Like, he's very known for bouncing back in the second fight. Oh, there we go. Good bait. Now he's got some data in there. Don't count him out. He's lost like game 1s of matches in decisive fashion, but has still been able to figure out some offense, and you're seeing it now with that crush counter. Set up the corner position, blows up the text with the EX Barcelona, tried to side switch, but Alex Smith's like, nah, he ain't that switch. No, got that cross up!
I wonder if that was a setup by Metro M to get a cross up there. Who knows? I think he mistimed it, but it still worked out in his favor.
Yeah, but Metro M got them confirmed lights, got 2 backwards going back-to-back. EX Pinwheel this time gets the pixel he needs for the kill and puts Alex Smith in match point.
Oh, you got to stop that sometimes. You know, your opponent's down in the side. He's going to probably play a little more aggro than usual, so... Choice. It's only a good choice because it worked out, right? That's EXP piece for you.
That's right. You know, hindsight is 50-50, especially in Street Fighter.
Man, what a great conversion by Metro M here. See what he gets on this.
Spends the cash, gets the bar there, got the perfect to fight back, but he's still facing elimination. So, as far as I'm concerned, that perfect is just another round. Stay tuned, guys, because next match we got Alex against Haitian Sunset. That should be good.
Yeah, and you know, all that it does is give Alex Smith meter for this last round too. So, oh geez, speaking of meter, uses it all right there.
What a confirm!
Ooh. Walk back to, you know, catch a button there.
And Metro with a very strong response. Oh, got the crush counter there with the toward roundhouse. Takes off the claw.
Oh, that's gonna be it.
What?
he's probably went for that move 3 times, and out of those 3 times, he had V trigger available, to spare on cancel. The last time it didn't get punished, but good choice there, Metro M using the V trigger extension, just enough. Going to game 3 here.
Yeah, and just like that, I mean, he was hanging on by more than a thread. Just by an inch of the claw, he was cornered. The claw was being removed, but still able to persevere and get those confirms in the right place to extend it to another round. We'll see what adaptations it makes, but yeah, when Metro M sometimes he does it. He just figures out a way to just scratch himself through out of that situation, finding his existence in the Schrodinger's box of these Alex Smith mix-ups.
And literally scratch himself out. Getting crush counter anti-air Vega roundhouse, that's never a good feeling. This is a character that is always mentioned when you always ask which characters have the worst anti-airs of the game, and then you get anti-air and it's a lot of damage, so it never feels good.
Got him in the corner, mashing those lights to check the pressure there. Got to confirm, and the stand strong. Oh, and there goes that V reversal and that V skill. Metro M now turns the tide, and now Metro M is on match point. Many of these matches for Metro M have gone this way. It's incredible to see. Will Alex Smith bounce back and get back to his dominant form?
Yeah, there's that Juri medium kick, just hopefully trying to catch something with a buffer there.
Then as you've seen,
oh! Dropping those unfortunate on both sides. Metro could have had a bigger punish.
Oh man, he had the wrong feng shui in the wrong place of the furniture, but he still got that V trigger active. Metro M takes the throw.
I do appreciate the feng shui.
I'm all about that. That stand short though confirms it, and then gets that as soon as drop. But we got wake up supers, and you got active frames down there. Oh man. Will that be it? Confirming off 3 lights, though, and the cross-up! Alex Smith missing the anti-air. Looks like that was going to be a low fierce. And Metro M with the come-from-behind victory. You gotta love it, man. Edge of your seat stuff.
And that was something that, like, for Alex Smith, he did a few right things there, but it was just super unfortunate. I think a lot of those DPs that have been, like, input errors. I don't know if he switched to something or what, but you don't usually see that from Alex Smith, so just unfortunate for him, but he still has a chance down in the loser side of bracket.
Indeed.
Yeah, definitely.
Indeed, and don't go anywhere, because this bracket is stacked. We're going to see more of this top-level talent.
Yeah, guys, if you want to donate and help out, I was speaking of how great our community is. It can be even make our community great again. It was always great. That was the issue. Exclamation mark match. There's free codes to help out. Be a good man. And speaking of good mans, Roman Rumble, always a good time there. Jeff the Hero puts out a great product.
Shout out to those Jeff Stop trades.
Those Jeff Stop trades. And speaking of great products, don't forget to check out Wednesday, Friday, Saturday weekly tournaments that are put up by Team Spooky. Always a good time.
Next level battle circuit, you know those people.
It's always so exciting too. Like, you never know who wins, and now there's like story arcs. Even though if it's an online tournament, it's exciting, engaging story arcs.
Yeah, they're able to replicate that same energy that we see out in the streets of New York, man. It's all real. It's all love. And shout out to the games out there that are getting those. We're seeing revived scenes in some games. Like, we're talking about like seeing 30 to 40 man Street Fighter Alpha tournaments, talents stacked, and also like Team Spooky been putting on those virtual fighter tournaments. That it's just amazing. I'm just glad to see like the Parsec revolution out there, just making games and challenges more accessible, so we could kick back and enjoy some good matches while we try to figure out what the hell's going on out there.
Speaking of what the hell's going on and good times, also don't forget our Reddit Street Fighter puts out a podcast series, RSF Radio. Really good stuff. I mean, I've been fortunate, been
Every
asked to
Wednesday.
one of those podcasts. Yeah, it's a good time. Joe Monday is, always an exciting guy to listen to, and except when he farts and Fang mirror matches. But that's a story for another time.
You know,
Whoa.
that was probably a
What
big
happened?
case of food poisoning. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, but he's Kotaku famous. I would really love to get that kind of.
Wait. So I'm not asking for blowups, but what is the people talk about Kotaku lately? I am actually out of the loop on this one.
They covered it. They did an article about it. About the Fang match. Of course, they don't do an article about every that happens, like the Queens of the Quarantine tournament. Shout out to Chibi Goddess, or like some of those other causes, or the money raised for Black Lives Matter, or like those things. But no, of course, hey guys, I have an article about I'm gonna gas them up here, and then Kotaku's like, yeah, do it, because journalism, right? And with that said, I have never been happier. Proud of myself in college for switching my major to English.
Not many people can actually say that, so good stuff.
Hey, they were telling me, man, what are you gonna do switching your major from journalism to English? You're gonna be like an English teacher. One, I'm not an English teacher. I'm a digital marketing instructor. And two, I don't know, I'm not writing Kotaku articles.
Well, it looks like our next opponent, I don't know if Haitian Sensei was in the match, but somebody left. I wasn't sure who.
And he's going up
But
against one
anyways-
of my favorite Blankas, Alex. Do. That's what I call him.
Okay. I gotta say, sincere thank you to everybody involved tonight, whether you're Casa staff or, Damn it, Dom, on the other stream, KO the Poet tonight, and especially to you, the viewers. It's stuff like this that makes it possible.
Big
Thanks to
shout out
viewers like
Dom.
you.
Yeah, big shout out to
Listen to me,
Dom,
PBS.
because we love Sailor Moon enthusiasts, Sailor Mars enthusiasts. It's what it's all about, man. We definitely got that connection. And likewise, shout outs to all the people grinding to make great content, the people who make Casa happen. I come here, I do it out of love. You do it out of love too, Jocks. I did it because I have a chance to commentate with you, and we're not doing this for clout. If we wanted clout, we would just go make a stupid tier list on a stupid website. There we go. We'll talk about it on the website. We'll talk about it on the message board,
I already subscribed to Stupid Tier List, and I also subscribe to Stupid Website. So I like the combination of both.
Oh, man. What
I
rabbit holes
gotta
have we
say,
gone? Is Colleen top 3?
You actually posted a few tier lists yourself. Like you posted a.
Oh, my tier lists suck. Come on.
No,
man.
I thought there's a few pretty good ones. Like you posted the Fresh Prince of Bel Air character tier list. I thought that was pretty
I still
good.
stand by that, but I mean, I didn't put Carlton in S tier. I put Carlton in A tier. I think S tier is Jazz, Jeffrey, and Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil, easy S tier, easy.
But Jeffrey and Jazz, though, man, I mean, they throw the alleys to the oops. I mean, Jeffrey and Jazz both set up Uncle Phil like so perfectly. I don't know why people don't have like Jazz is perfect. Everything Jazz does in that show, he owns the scene, doesn't do too much, he's never there for too long. He just kills it. He makes everybody better. He comes off the bench, racks up 7 assists. Even I mean, he could work with either Aunt Viv, either one. He's got it. He's good.
I actually read the story lately of why they switched Aunt Viv's, and it's kind of interesting. I guess one was super serious about acting. It's why is Will Smith the star of the show, and made a lot of people uncomfortable. So unfortunately, it went that way.
I mean, it's hard to say because from what I read, it was she wanted more of the show story to be focused, centered around the whole family instead of revolving around Will being the breakout star. Because she had some scenes, that one scene where she was trying out for this dance competition, and she she just went full. She showed them what the queen was about. I mean, she that was her version of Uncle Phil at the pool table.
Dude, Uncle Phil at the pool table is one of the best episodes.
Oh yeah, truly. I mean, he baited them into that. And then he's in that shot with a sandwich.
But you know, speaking of best episodes, thank you so much, guys, for tuning into the best episode tonight, week 21, I think, of Street Fighter V at Casa. And I say best because
weeks strong. Wow.
I say best because Casa, to me, it just gets better and better. More people enter, more of you watch, and it's always a good time. I'm not just saying because I'm on here. KO didn't say, hey man, say good things about us. Here's $5. First of all, he doesn't have $5, and second of all, he didn't have to tell me. It's just a good product and always a good time.
Yeah, and we've been going strong for 21 weeks. So I'm really happy to be a part of that as well. And thank you guys for, sticking around with us while we wait to get this match happen. We've sent Haitian Sensei a whole bunch of invites because, but he's probably resting his head on some pillowy mounds of mashed potatoes.
And just remember, if your invite is to a party of more than like 10 people, just stay away, please.
Yeah, we definitely need that. So it looks like we may be switching here. May have some BrianF versus StickyFingers. Okay, so we got BrianF coming up on deck after this match.
Hey, stream. The Casa regular champion squad of Long Island, Marvisto, Diego, Moons. They have their own Casa. They're doing their thing there. They have their people. So Haitian Sensei's over there. So we're gonna wait for him because all the setups are being used. They're all at the same spot. So coming up next is going to be BrianF's match versus StickyFingers. Commentators, take it away.
This is gonna be a good one. So if you guys don't know, StickyFingers, he actually went by the old tag of Clear Zova. Very strong Urien player from Jacksonville. Yeah. And then when Cody came out, he was super hyped, switched to Cody, went off the game. Now is back in action.
Yeah, and he's back in Street Fighter V. That's really great. He wins a lot of tournaments in the northern Florida area, in Jacksonville. But I heard he was walking away and all that. You never really walk away from Street Fighter. It's an itch. You got to scratch it.
Yeah, and he's a very solid player.
I wouldn't be surprised if these guys have fought earlier because BrianF did some time up in North Florida, as you mentioned in the Gainesville, and StickyFingers, Clearzova, Sky, same dude, same place, same channel. Yeah. So pretty sure there is some familiarity brewing in here. And also, when you're out there making a big name for yourself and, you're putting work against some guys in the locals, you got a little chip on your shoulder, you got a little something to prove. You got a little slider you can put over the plate that you got him swinging at, so, maybe he's got something. Sometimes that happens. I mean, we did remember at, was it CEO 2019? Yeah, I got you, my man. But if we go back to CEO 2019, Orlando, my friend from Miami, sent BrianF to losers. And that was a good fight. That was a good match. But it's just like,
was he using Cody?
I think he was using Guile. And
okay.
Yeah, he was using Guile, and I don't know if it was 2018 or 2019, but it was really, and Orlando, for those of you who know, great player. I've learned so much playing it. I learn every time I play him as well. But at the same time, he sent BrianF to losers, and none of us were really like going off like it was set. It was like these two guys have played each other a lot in our scene, and they know each other's styles and tendencies. So when you have that air of familiarity out there, it could create it could completely turn the tide of a matchup.
Yeah, I know. Another thing too is that Brian, I think, had issues. I forget which. I think it was Hoji. Issues like facing Hoji, and then he played him in a long set. That was actually very recent, but I'm curious. That'll be our next match. But right now, we got Haitian Sensei versus Alex ... I'm assuming Blanka. Yes, Blanka. Oh, versus E Honda.
Yeah, wow, Blanka versus E Honda. I like the looks of this.
So even though it's on Marvisto's account, there's 5 people all playing together on the same account. So I think it's going to be Haitian Sensei playing Honda here. So we're going to see a little bit of a difference here.
Yeah, so it's as Bunch had mentioned earlier on the stream. Yeah, it's usually going to be it's like I guess they call it the council with Diego V, Moon, Marvisto. It's usually them three, and then Haitian Sensei. I think it's the Long Island. Good anti-air against that V-skill. Slap it away with the stand fierce, but Alex able to escape the corner there with a light little rainbow ball.
Yeah, and Alex has knows this matchup because he actually plays Honda as well. Despite knowing the matchup, I mean, Haitian's looking pretty good here. Pretty chill.
Throw into the corner. The low fierce crush counter connects into the ball. And there's a V-skill 2 setup. That's a good one. Can we see a stun?
That was a good one. What attack? Oh, that could have been a heavy headbutt.
The EX escapes the corner, ducking underneath the stop sign there. Empty rainbow ball. Marvisto doesn't bite. That time gets the jump in off the V-skill. Oh, and the overhead creates the stun. Alex steals the first round. Wow, Marvisto was really all over the neutral earlier. Had great control for about 40 seconds of that matchup. And then once that V-Trigger 2 got into the mix, Alex that was really a big coming in.
You know, a lot of people, like, they're talking about who do you think are the best V-Triggers in the game. I was surprised not to see any mentions of Blanka V-Trigger 2. It's very, very good.
Oh, yeah, and it's debatably robbery.
It's definitely robbery.
I mean, it creates a lot of... I like V-Triggers that create a lot of situations where it's one guess for the kill. And Blanka's V-Trigger 2 definitely creates that conversation.
I wonder what good answers Blanka has for Honda medium headbutt. I have to lab that myself as a Honda player. Okay, what can Honda get started? Oh, no V-Trigger cancel. Okay, there it goes.
Yeah, wishes he had that off hit. Oh, Haitian Sensei hitting buttons after the rainbow ball. That is plus AF. And Alex ... is going to take one up on the board.
Blanka
Yeah, you do not want to hit them buttons after that rainbow.
Yeah, Alex ... you know, representative from Atlanta. Definitely showing some knowledge in the matchup here. Like I said, he plays a little bit of Honda. Yeah, you know what I like about Street Fighter 5 is they take a lot of these moves from classic characters that were deemed kind of useless, Devil's Reverse, Blanka Ball, Butt Slam, and they made them very, very good. I think that's really awesome.
Butt Slam is not useless.
I mean, to what it was now.
Yeah, I mean, I like it, you know, but I get what you're saying. I mean, they did revamp some things as well, and for instance, Rainbow Balls we're seeing right now, I mean, it leads to a jump-in combination, which is pretty unreal.
A jump-in combination, it's Fireball Invincible, and also, it's kind of weird to answer. It trades a lot, and it kind of beats some normals. It's weird.
Sensei not blocking on, not biting on any of those baits, but does get caught, and that Beast Trigger too commits and creates that stun, and that puts Alex ... in the match point, in the driver's seat here.
Yeah, Alex ... a trait of him is he loves to bait throws. He loves to shimmy. He loves to, like, you see either hop through and you convert from that.
And he's holding the defensive position there. Oh, they've got some good there from Sensei. Okay, toe tap in there as well. Oh, stuffing the Rainbow Ball with the butt slam, but no, did not time the overhead. Alex responded with the urgency and the up ball.
Let's see. I mean, Haitian actually has a full bar here. Honda's C8, unless he gets like a giant jump in, doesn't really do so much damage, but it's something started. Oh, nice. Counter hit confirmed.
He tried to get something because he was able to get V-Skill 2 with those hands. He'll try to advance at that time. Gets the stomp to hit there, but Alex ... with the throws and another. Can get that activation. Almost jumped in off that V-reversal. Great anti-air by Sensei.
And I like the stomp. I like the meaty stomps, but it's really hard to time. No, the block feature 2 stuff.
And the hop through the tech, and Alex ... closing it out. Man, that pressure from the corner was just absolutely unreal. And even if you block him, you commit yourself to a defensive position. You got that weird 50-50 where it's a cross up or it stays in front, lands on the other side, and then you got to worry about, is he going to throw? Is he not going to throw? It's just an entire different, like a discovery zone where you just like go down a slide and then you're in a ball pit of another 50-50 that sucks you down into another ball pit of where you got to guess whether he's going to throw or not, or as we just saw, do that 3-kick hop to the other side through the tech. Oh, just leave him wrecked.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Blanka V-Trigger 2 good, and also Alex is just, he ended that round the exact same way basically as the other one, baiting the throw with the hop forward, and yeah, that's good Blanka action for you right there. And you know, Alex Dot is another guy that a lot of these online tournaments you see, whether it's Reddit, Juicy on Tuesday nights, and a Florida thing, and us on Friday nights. He's been here a lot.
Yeah, he's been very active, and not to mention, I do recall he did make the top 8 at the tournament you and I commentated. That was Tampa Never Sleeps.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one, and that was the last one.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Not for forever.
No, not forever, but I mean, like that's just where we hit the pause button, you know. And shout out to Tong, much love to the dude. All the stuff he's been doing as well. So we're gonna get you to that next match, that highly anticipated StickyFingers going up against BrianF.
This is gonna be a good one. I mean, it's just like person from my past with the present, and I love StickyFingers. He's one of my favorite people. Such a nice guy. Always has a smile.
Yeah. One of the coolest guys in one of the cool players in the Northern Central FGC. I also recall he got a few top 8 appearances, season 2, Street Fighter V Citrus Clash. I do recall that. So he has, you know, you see a lot of him in those Red Bull tournaments doing work, you know, alongside someone like some of them boys like Squall or Gentleman Thief. Definitely one of the people up there.
You know, I know. I mean, there's a lot known about Brian, but you know, really quick, StickyFingers story. I'm one bar, Brian. He's actually one of the few people I've seen get a Japanese player so salty they had their head down in between their legs and they had their arms over their head, and that was against Daikoku at CEO. He basically out-neutraled Daikoku Go and just outlamed him, and that was kind of ridiculous, but that's just how StickyFingers plays. Very, very calm, very, very collected defensively, and I'm excited to see how this one goes.
It has excellent timing and reaction, you know, and even when he turns the tide, I mean, he plays the offense to his favor as well, and he'll come and walk you down. Looking at the avatars, I really don't want to jump to conclusions here. BrianF using... Oh no, Boxer, okay. Yeah, and StickyFingers using Cody, okay. One of the characters he was using, he's been using Cody quite a bit since release.
I think he's only been playing Cody.
Oh, okay, good on him. Well, Cody got some buffs as well, and we're seeing V-Skill 2 and V-Trigger 2 in the... So that'll be very interesting.
And I actually played him like 4 sets and like 3 sets in ranked the other night on my stream, and I probably got command grabbed at least a dozen times.
Which throw? The V-Trigger 2?
The V-Trigger 2 command grab.
Oh, man. There we go, BrianF. Maintaining that corner pressure. Very good life lead there. Backdashes. Doesn't want to get mixed up in that business there with that dirty low forward. Cody has that V-Skill 2 knockout punch. Decisively takes the first round there.
A few little drops from both players. Oh, geez, turnaround punch?
One of those sides. Oh, the V-Skill 2 gets blown up. Gets dash punch. He has to be careful. BrianF activating that V-Skill 2 punch, and that definitely creates a corner pressure. If he gets one hit, it's going to be a stun. StickyFingers holding on to both those meters. They're trying to get that activation, missing the ruffian kick from doing that.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
There he goes. Yeah, gets that command grab. And isn't it fitting that when he busts out the plumbing, he's wearing like Home Depot colors?
That's hilarious. The only thing missing from this costume is those Home Depot hot dogs.
He baked something out there with those rocks. I love those. And they're still cheap too. Oh, trying to go after that B skill 2 whiff. Hasn't really been working in StickyFingers' favor, and he's going to stop
Balrog
his
wins.
way to a 1-0 deficit. BrianF doing it quick.
Yeah, and BrianF is just one of those guys. He's such a scientist at this game. He plays so calculated. Like, numbers are crunching in his head all the time. He's a very smart guy. I mean, he earned a very hard degree at the University of Florida. Very hard school to get into, but like,
Fight.
yeah, he's just crunching numbers the whole time, frame data thing. But I mean, that just makes him a good player, and it's hard to crack that.
He's got himself off to a really good start there, and yeah, he's cerebral plays, very optimal through those situations. Also, on the pressure there by StickyFingers. Can he get some? Yeah, command grab through the V reversal. Gonna double dip it. Wow.
Third time tonight, jeez.
Oh, Brian hits those buttons though. He's one mix-up away from going into a match point situation. There's that command grab. Look at the meter that it builds. Oh no, but the air reset doesn't happen. But StickyFingers.
Yeah,
He just had his off the button missing that confirm. You and I both. Oh, he should have. Off those 2 lights, not connecting there, but still gets that low strong.
plus frames. And he pressed on the plus frames.
BrianF hitting those buttons. Somehow he knew. He had some feeling. Something was in his gut that he had the frames to do it.
I was very unscientist-like, too.
Hey, but sometimes you gotta break the rule. You can't play Street Fighter V by the book.
So as StickyFingers dropped those like confirms, somewhere out there, Flash Metroid is shaking his head in disapproval. Oh, he tried to go for dash command grab.
He's right, but there is that stun. Does he have enough juice in the V skill 2 punch to get the kill? He does! And BrianF advances decisively in the winners.
Balrog wins.
And I was just saying, this guy's so scientifically, like, with the way he plays. Then he presses on the plus frames. But you know why he probably pressed on the plus frames? Because he probably had the data that people do not press buttons after blocking that move. And so he's like, you know, with the numbers and the crunching and the surveys, the USPS mail getting messed up by these votings on surveys and all that, I had to press a button. So yes, it was all scientific in the end.
You know, I have to agree with that, because the whole world is on fire. So what is there to expect? You would think the last thing in the world would be BrianF hitting a button when the opponent is +3 with a V-trigger activation. But you know what? Expect the unexpected, my friends. BrianF seized on that opportunity, capitalizing on the element of surprise. And, you know, we may have people turning away, shaking their head in disgust by an inability to confirm off lights. But I'll tell you what, the spirit of Sun Tzu, he's smiling, wishes I should have written the chapter. Another degree to the art of war.
If I may, shoutouts to the Red Storm.
Oh, Red Storm. That's right. So this, so Hoji's in here. Speaking of one Cody player, oops, let me go back to Q here. I don't feel like facing Cody. So we're gonna have Marvisto versus Hoji here, and you know that's a matchup that all Honda players say is very, very tough for the character. Very slow fireball, plus frames that, you know, get in on Honda. It's kind of a tough time on Honda's consider, but Marvisto has. I'm sure Marvisto has played Hoji a bunch of times. He's played Moons a bunch of times.
Marvisto also has a Ryu, though.
That's true. He also has a Ryu.
So,
you
he could shift gears and go in that direction as well.
You know, as a South Florida person, I'm sure that you're probably thinking that you're probably viewing that as 2000. It's basically 2018 Orlando versus 2017 Orlando, right? Cody versus Ryu.
Maybe.
Jeez, who does he even play now? Is he still playing Ryu?
Oh, who's who? Sorry.
Who does Orlando play now?
Oh, Ryu.
Oh, still Ryu. Okay, so
I don't know, man. I haven't seen the 6 or 8 months For all I know, maybe he's going through a Falk. We don't know. You know?
I mean, he was a Rolento player, and people said, "Oh wow, Falk has a staff. Therefore, Rolento has a staff. Therefore, she is going to be Rolento."
Yeah, I spent the last week, including this week, maining Cam. I lost about 2,000 league points, but I need to work on my low forwards.
There you go.
You know, so and I respect that as well. I think that should be done this more often this season as well. Like, you know, don't approach it. Throw that the thought. How am I going to win with this character? Throw that out the window. Like, what do I need to work on? What can make me a more well-rounded player? What can I add to my game? And sometimes switching and going to different characters and finding those tools that you can use going back to your main. I mean, that's the kind of stuff I love and respect. And Orlando's one of those players who definitely does that. He's always looking to add to it. And when he picked up Ryu, he significantly improved a lot of things, including his fireball game, his low forward, and all that.
Speaking of improving games, I mean, this is a hard one. So Marvisto opting to go with Honda, and he's looking all right here. I mean, I don't know how much experience AhKahChi has against high-level Hondas. There's not many of them. There's like 2 of them. And you're looking at one of them right now, so there's that.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the better ones to get experience with. This has got great awareness of how to use those tools, how to get that space.
Jeez, look at this ground-based game that Marvisto's playing. There has not been one EX butt slam yet.
Indeed, but a decisive round there, keeping him out.
Round 2.
You can definitely see the inexperience can play a factor, and when you don't have a high experience against Honda, like you run into some things like how to punish or respond to headbutts, which ones are safer.
Yeah, and you know, a little bit of inexperience there. So anytime a Honda does any sort of butt slam, Cody can actually respond with either V skill.
Oh wow. Well, in this case, AhKahChi is using the V skill too, similar to what we saw in the previous match with StickyFingers. Getting that EX on, get that connection, but what an anti-air. Using that armor, Marvisto able to get back in the center there.
Oop, there's the first EX butt slam.
Yeah, and using that frame advantage, try to fish for something with the low strong. Just going to keep pushing him on back, but good response there by AhKahChi, trying to find it. Oh, but the ruffian kick, it whips, kind of looking like Charlie Brown with Lucy in the field goal.
Okay, here we go. Here's the bane of many people's existence, man. That EX fireball of Cody's is actually really good.
I think it's because AhKahChi's using like the pig pen colors that I'm thinking about Peanuts.
I was
What
trying
a
to
jump
think
in.
trying to think of like what colors those were. I couldn't think of any relation. Oh jeez, this is gonna be it. He dropped it. I don't know if he was close enough, but if he landed, finished the combo with stand, medium kick, and the heavy headbutt, that actually would have killed. But the range was an issue there.
Yeah, now we have this epic stare down. Who's gonna connect? Dash up Oicho with 10 seconds to go. Marvisto taking the initiative. I respect it.
Honda wins.
And you know, I have to say that as a Honda player, that's actually very hard to respond to. I find it hard to respond to. Therefore, everybody else does mostly.
It is, especially when you're so conditioned to like dash up, jab, hit, or especially like if he goes like a dash up low. I mean, there's just other things that you're looking for. If Honda can hit you with something you're not looking for, puts Honda in. Oh, there's a good use of that V skill too. Yeah, I like the way how it responds to that headbutt.
Oh, missed out. I think on the there's like a timing for that command grab. I don't know if that was an accident or it was on purpose.
The butt slam catches the jump back. That's amazing when you punish their escape option.
Yeah.
Waves is out there kicking up some rocks, not getting anything, but that V trigger lasts forever. It really does. It's very rare to see a Cody player exhaust that V trigger, and you're seeing it now. Almost got the jump in from the V reversal. And just like that, he has to put away the plumbing. 2 jabs, but nothing for Marvisto there. Whips
Yeah,
the throw, yeah?
I think he had the charge, but he just wasn't confident.
Ah, that definitely does happen. Oh, what was he reaching out there with that Oicho?
I mean, despite how short Honda is and how short his arms are, that range on EX command grab's kind of nuts, so I can see why he went for it there.
Yeah, I could see him doing something like maybe Hoji's like whipping some stand strongs, and then you could probably like go and catch him on that within that range. I mean, that happens often against the E-footers. I really hate getting whip punished with those 2D. So Hoji's up 1, takes this round. He will tie it up. And there's that V skill 2 in effect.
I mean, to react that well V skill, I kind of wonder if he has a shortcut to V skill. Okay, look at this startup.
Yeah, gets the light to the EX hands. Good punish against that ruffian kick. Catches him on the free jump. Doesn't get the juggle. That's a very dangerous juggle, too.
Yeah.
You get caught by the hands trying to jump out of the corner. Honda had a myriad of options to make it count. But that's a great throw by Hoji. Pin it up at 1 apiece.
Cody wins.
Yeah, good showing by Hoji that, you know, he's getting warmer, I guess, but let's just see is more. I'm thinking Marvisto's gonna stick to Honda. That's his main, but like I said, it's a tough one. I mean, he's so good at these tough matchups, though.
Round 1.
There you go. Moving on, we're tied 1-1. The sleeves are off.
You saw a good set of adaptations too, especially being able to capitalize it.
Jeez, Honda in the corner.
Hey guys.
Okay, so here we go. Honda, a little bit of a lively, but I mean, it could be a jump in for Hoji, and that'll tie things up here to get the best of
Right
crushing
now,
out.
that red storm. Ooh, dash up rock. Ooh, look at this.
Low ruffian right in his face.
That damage. This could be a.
Yeah, gets that activation.
Oh,
but nothing happening. EX Zonk neither, but still, we got them final fight combos. 1989 tested coming across the board.
fortunately there for Marvisto, he tried to combo into hand, and the cancel frames for Stand Fierce are pretty early, so it wasn't the cancel frames because of the range, but he actually could have converted into feature 1. He just had to go for the more damage.
Throws him in the corner, makes him hurt with that witch up front. And now we got the hand trap. Testing his patience there. Hoji trying to prevent it from being tied and set into a final round. This is his match point situation here. Going to try to see what he can get from the plumbing aisle. Marvisto's activated V-Skill too, and that can really do some damage in the punch. Oh, what a trade!
Actually, it actually also gives him good frame traps too.
Man, he forces a final round, you know. That's a Jeff stop trade right there. You go in there with an EX, and then you get slapped out of it. Loss of meter, and a significant loss of life. You know, it's like he sold you one of those defective GameCube controllers because you're not good at melee, so you might as well be good at throwing, you know, and I respect that. Be sure to pick up one of those at Jeff's house.
Or, you know, those Mario Party 1 Experience N64 controllers.
That's right, and so Hoji has the corner position. I hate those controllers. Oh, but Marvisto avoiding the stun with the throw.
Oh, geez, okay. V-Trigger 1's still good. He gets 2 more headbutts if he wants to use them.
Yeah,
Just
here
one.
in the final round. Checking that dash, Marvisto almost got it with a low short into the hands. Oh, no anti-air! Rocking those knees, Peter Townsend style. Rockstar in the air, shattered those chains. Hoji advances in impressive fashion.
Yeah, normally, you know, you see Marvisto in the top 8, but, you know, just shy of top 8, he has another chance in loser side. But I think he was trying to anti-air there with the Stand Fierce, but just a little bit too slow.
No, indeed. And once he was able to get the plumbing out there, to bust out the pipe, it was just all about that. Rocket, don't stop it on that Planet Rock.
So it looked like Hoji is going to go up against Arturo Sanchez, and that's a hard matchup for Cody there too. So he's going to have fun with that one in the top 8 side of things.
Oh, that should definitely cause some nightmares.
And I think maybe next, unless I'm corrected, is going to be excuse me. Oh, it just disappeared. Metro M versus Diego.
Yeah, it's going to be
Island
Ken versus Claw, and the winner of that gets to face off against BrianF's boxer.
and Long Island is still alive in the winner's side of things.
Yeah, they're doing some work over in the losers bracket as well. Don't count them people out. You never know.
I was right. There's a lot of good names still alive. I see PrinceShade.
Yeah, Shade
took me
Prince.
out at CPT
Good
last
Chun-Li
year.
player.
Yeah, very good. Took me at a CPT last year. Okay, gotcha. Anyways, guys, gonna take a quick break. And if you didn't hear him there, so we will see you shortly. Here, Casa, week 21.
Don't go nowhere. We got some hype matches and a hella good top 8 coming your way.
Yo, what's up, everyone? KO the Poet here. So we're actually on break right now, and now that I have this break time, she's gonna put on some music here. Yeah, I just wanted to thank everyone who is in the stream tonight. Shout out to the Casa staff. We're getting some things cooking up here. Right now, instead of putting on an ad, I do want to thank the new followers. Appreciate Lord BrianF for the plug, and yeah, you guys are gonna see some top 16 to top 8 action incoming. We are on break at the moment, but it should be a short one. We're just getting everything ready on the Casa staff side so we can give you guys these hype matches. And as I do that, I do want to shout out everyone who has followed so far. Yo, look at this. We have the boy Monkey Business subbing with the Twitch Prime. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Lord Bunch subbing with the tier 1. Appreciate it. Just gonna play it back on the stream. Play all of it. Really appreciate it. Shout out to the Bunch working really hard. TOing both the Grand Blue bracket and the Street Fighter 5 bracket. Working hard, and best believe we got some content cooking up for you. Let me pull all these to run. Alright, y'all, as I have these ads playing, thank you guys so much for tuning. Oh man, I see the follows pouring in. Woolly Man, shout outs. Mr. Lewin, thank you so much for the follow. You know, we really appreciate it. We do have weekly, we do separate the Grand Blue and the Street Fighter. So sometimes you might see it on Damn It Dom's channel, as we have there on the side, or sometimes you might see it on this channel. But every week you are going to see some fighting game action on one of the two channels. And yeah, if you guys want to check out the channel, that would be great. We also have a YouTube. I will show that off when we get back from break. The YouTube is coming along nicely, to be honest. wait for this ad. But yeah, the YouTube's coming along nicely. I'll make sure to show you guys that the next time we come back on. Right now the commentators are getting ready. Appreciate the follow, appreciate it. Right now I'm playing all the newest follows. Damn it Dom, thank you so much for the raid. Damn it Dom, as I said, host the Grand Blue side today. We do alternate weekly, but every week you can see some live hot online fighting game action. Grand Blue versus and Street Fighter 5. We've been going pretty strong. This is like week 21, right? Dad's back. Thank you so much for the resub. Tico FGC, appreciate it. Yo, yeah, so yeah, guys, sorry about all the ads, but you know, Casa staff getting this top 16 ready, getting our commentators rehydrated. I think we are gonna have some switch-ins tonight as well. Okay, yeah, and we're gonna have Shade Prince versus Alex Smith incoming. All right, guys. I'm gonna put on the commentators. Yep, I'm gonna put on the commentators and yeah, enjoy the rest of the night. Enjoy the fights and commentators. You guys are live.
Welcome back, folks. This is week 21 of Casa. We got top 8 decided on the winner side of things, and we're just trying to scramble out which shark is the bigger shark here on the loser side of things. So we got Alex Smith versus PrinceShade. Like you said, very good Chun-Li versus very good Juri. How do you think that matchup goes, Team Chris?
I think it's in Chun-Li's favor right now in particular. But in previous seasons, Juri used to give Chun-Li hella problems. Like, for instance, I think one of the things that stems from one issue gripe I have with this matchup is that Chun-Li's throw range absolutely sucks, and Juri's is ridiculous. So Juri could throw from a range where Chun-Li can't track. I mean, in theory, that's not really true, but like, it's a thing. Like, there's a lot of times where you go to check the throw and then you whip the throw and get thrown. That happens the most, I would say, with Juri. Oh, what an air throw! Look at that. Using that as the air to air, they actually buffed that you're able to hit that lower and gets that stun off that fireball pressure. Alex Smith hitting the wrong buttons at the wrong time from the wrong spot. About to get sent down. Look at PrinceShade, man, rocking that ultra silver, right?
Oh, he's definitely much better than that.
I dig it, man. I dig it. It's like balling in Converse in Chucks, man. I like it, you know?
So you're talking about the buff to the air throw, so it just means you can hit it lower, like as the quick.
I believe they buffed it that you can hit it lower, but they also buffed it that if you're also charging an SBK and you immediately hit up and throw, you'll do the air throw.
Oh, okay, good to know.
Yeah. But they also made it a much more reliable anti-air here. Let's see what he gets out of the... Oh, no punish, though. Yeah, he was expecting Alex Smith to V-trigger cancel that pinwheel and didn't do that. Because, I mean, that was a punishable thing. That could have got a V-trigger activation. No, a V-trigger confirmed. Sorry, V-trigger was already active. Yeah, that's punishable. But he just goes for the throw. Okay, he goes for another one. I respect it.
Okay, jeez. Reversal there for you.
Good jump in there by Alex. Follows it up again. PrinceShade got no anti-air on that one.
Yeah,
and there goes that tick throw. It's so annoying. I'm good somewhere.
It definitely is. It's the Alex Smith is actually looking a little bit better. The connection's looking a little bit better. There's no weird drops here and there, so he's looking a little bit stronger. then they're
Using that pressure safe. That's a good punish there by Shade Prince. Goes for the reset. Oh, what was that?
I like it. I
was rooting for that. But yeah, this is gonna, I think it's gonna kill. I mean, damage scaling might be a little high, but I think it's gonna be just enough on the side. Yep. Got it. The PrinceShade closes it out, taking the 1-0 lead there. Yo, I like that reset though into that neck breaker. Oh man, if this was another game where that move was actually good, like that move's good in CVS, in Cap vs SFV 2. It's really good. It's OP in Super Turbo. But if you need to do a stand jab reset into that move, and oh man, but it's I mean it's plus on block when it hits in this game, but it kind of sucks.
I mean, in that range, it could have. There was kind of a bit of an ambiguous, like, is it going to cross up or not? I guess.
You know, yeah, and it would, and it can do things like blow up some text. Like if you do it point blank, if someone tries to throw, you can hit them with it.
Oh, geez, there you go. Very rare instance of Stan Leica getting blown up as an anti-air.
Oh, he could have got that activation there. The stand fierce could have led to Kikosho. Alex Smith takes the occasion to kick it off with a throw. Now he can tie it up in a round here with a full meter, significant meter disparity here on the table. Trading roundhouses, PrinceShade, Chun-Li has the bigger range. Oh, trying to get too greedy with that stand fierce. That's going to be a free jump in. That's what you're always looking for. Make Chun-Li comfortable to just spam that move out, and you can easily jump in there. Because their anti-airs are slow too, so when she's up close, like there's certain angles where Chun-Li's not good at anything.
Dog, Stan Leica.
But every other
range,
angle,
right?
yeah, but it has a hurt box on top of it, and it can trade with certain characters, or sometimes just outright lose. Like at certain angles, it's the best anti-air in the game, but at other angles, it's garbage. It's really bad. But it's just those certain angles. And Alex Smith doing quick work. That's a veteran move right there. Just bouncing back down from 1-0, saying, okay, I got the data. I'm ready to go. Let's get this to another round. Prove yourself again. If you really want to beat me, here in the losers bracket. But don't count Shade Prince, you know?
Yeah, but reminder, data is only useful if you apply it. So we're gonna see if the application is gonna continue further on here in game 3.
Like I always say, you are what you cannot punish.
I'll have to write that down and think about that later when I go to sleep.
You know, if I just like inserted a page of that within Sun Tzu's The Art of War, and like just put that in some Fortune 500 executives like copy of the book, and then he read it, and then I got my Sun Tzu fanfic in there, I don't know, I think I'd come off as a genius.
I feel so stupid. I just realized that there's actually a spider on Juri's back here.
Yeah, EX legs activation. That's my favorite activation. Can he continue it? Yes, he can. Yeah, but the damage scaling is not going to be enough. Didn't have enough meter to do the EX legs, but I don't think the EX legs would have got the kill. That's the thing.
Man, regular DP just doing it there. Oh.
And mashes the throw on out. Gets the back throw. PrinceShade. 1 round away from eliminating Alex Smith. Incredible. Both players just doing great stuff there.
But Team Chris, you just said that Chun-Li's throw range is bad.
Oh, it's awful. You can really only get it from like dashing in. But Juri's throw range is ridiculous. Like, especially if you get that tick throw game as well. It's one of those things where, as a Chun-Li player, your best guess is to backdash and pray, or do that. Just mash on out that critical art. I know you were going up in the air. Gets that V-skill for the safe jump. That's a safe jump, sir. Oh, man, that is a safe jump. Don't do that. Put that pinwheel away, Alex. No, you hate to see it, and that does him in the tournament. We still love you, dude.
Yeah, unfortunately, a mistake or two there.
Man, I said that was a safe jump before he launched into that V-skill. Oh. Yeah, because that's the setup that got me from gold to platinum, and I've never gotten higher than that. I'm kidding. I'm diamond on PlayStation, but, you know. That Chun-Li post-super V-skill, like, it's crazy. That move is fun. And I've gotten a lot of mileage out of that mix-up, and so did Shade Prince advancing over the next round.
You know, I'm gonna have to agree with Carlton Banks' comment in the chat. Chun-Li is a monster, and everyone who plays her is a bad person. as a millennial, I have to put those 100 emojis in the chat. 100, 100, right? Is that what you guys do?
That sounds like a third strike player saying that. I mean, if you're saying that about Chun-Li, it's not just from season 1 of this game. You definitely got some baggage with her from Third Strike and Super Turbo. I also think she's broken as hell in Super Turbo. I mean, like, she's only in the Super Turbo tier list, she's only gotten higher in that tier list. And when she's in the right hands, people who can really do work with her on her walk speed, for instance, players like Oto-chan or Nuki, Shinya Onuki, of course, a god. And
yeah.
I mean, look up CEO 2018, his grand finals with Damn Die if you want to see some damn good Chun-Li play. Yeah, and for there. So if you're definitely spreading that Chun-Li hatred out there, oh man, that tea ain't brewed in season 1. That tea's from way back in the day, man.
No, I forgot where Shade Prince is from. Speaking of Chun-Li, he was actually the one that took me out at like one of the online CPTs last year or so.
He sent me to losers at Kumite in Tennessee.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, Chun Mary, it was a good match. Yeah, and yeah, we he does that, but I think Juri does pretty well in the Chun-Li matchup. Like, I think Juri is one of the characters that gives Chun-Li problems. I think the matchup is better now. I think now it's probably the best it's ever been, but definitely in season 2 with all the nerfs, and in season 3, like, Juri was one of the characters that just kind of rolled my eyes because of the tech threat game and some other things as well. The meterless damage she could get.
Round 1. Fight.
So here we got another Honda sighting to Ersine.
Yeah, Ersine. Not too many people know about him, but he actually, I think he was in grand finals of I think last week's Reddit tournament. Actually beat Mike Too Strong. Not an easy feat.
No, not at all. It's Mike Too Strong using Zangief, correct?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I mean, here we are, StickyFingers. Like I said, this matchup's hard. We're gonna see what Ersine has to do. Oh, what did I tell you?
Yeah, using the V skill 1 to counter the EX butt slam on the side. You know, shout outs to Florida boys.
Yeah, Ersine, you can see there representing Westchester FGC.
You know, hey, by the way, Jocks, our friend here, yo, who's over here? StickyFingers. Where was the V trigger 2?
Didn't need V trigger 2.
Completely didn't. Just left the plumbing running. Just didn't do any fixing. None of that. Put the pipe away. Just good, clean Cody fun.
Nothing clean about pipe work here, apparently.
Well, we'll see about that.
I mean, that's a profession that actually makes pretty decent money from what I know.
Well, of course, it's an essential business. There's no emergencies like a plumbing emergency. And rightfully so, like StickyFingers having these Home Depot colors, we know that's what it's all about. Because when you walk into Home Depot, it's because something's missing in your life and you need it back. No one goes to Home Depot.
Oh, geez. And the essential things that need to happen right now is Ersine trying to find a way to get the party started against Cody. Oh!
Oh, does he go for the guard break? Oh my god! He used the V skill to jump over that?
I mean, the invincibility is just... It's proof in the pudding that it's invincible, right?
Man, that's the kind of dodge you'll see in the Die Hard scene.
Okay, so even though I hate getting beat down by Cody V-Trigger 2, I really like the animation that he just beats the crap out of you with the pipe.
You know, I love it. It just reminds me of the Michael Jackson music video where they banned like the first part of it because he's standing on these cars with all these swastikas and like all over it, and he's like smashing it with a pipe, like and he like transforms from a jaguar. That was great. That's what that throw reminds me of. Can you believe you got in trouble for that, by the way?
Who is it? You said Michael Jackson?
Yeah, Michael Jackson. Look it up. I think it was like the intro to Black and White.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, oh, just like that. StickyFingers responding, getting that early stun right there. He's in all aisles of the Home Depot. Shaking up Ersine like a paint can. Got the exact color, the exact tints.
This is very hard for Honda to get in. He has to get the party started, but Cody has such good defensive options against Honda. He can stop the air approach, the ground approach. He has that fireball, so Honda has to rely on a few miracles.
Mm-hmm. And that was good defense and patience there. Seeing they're respecting, like, you know, and the thing is StickyFingers would have given up the guard break. That was a situation where, oh, you want to guard break me? Oh, okay, go on and waste all that V-skill for all that scaled damage. Go ahead. Y'all don't even know your risk-reward ratio. What a V-skill. Wow, cancel from that ruffian kick, Jocks.
Yeah, I know, and that just makes him a little bit closer to starting the V-Trigger 2. There we go, look, he gets V-Trigger 2 and he has like almost 70% health.
That's right, well, speak softly and carry a big stick. You will go far in the loser's bracket. One hit away from advance, doesn't punish the neutral jump, gets away with it.
Oh, he actually probably could have did CA there on that V-Trigger freeze. Blocked overhead.
2 strikes for Ersine there. Holding on to his tournament life with these pixels. Winner faces off against Metro M versus Haitian Sensei. Oh, got the jump in. That's big. That could lead to a... Oh, no. Goes for the butt slam. Saves the meter. StickyFingers jumping away, though. Oh, what a punish, but it's not enough. Dash up, Oicho. Oh, the whiff, Oicho. My man, StickyFingers staring down the barrel of the gun. Do I feel lucky? Yeah, I do, as a matter of fact. And he'll advance.
And if he used the bar, might have been it.
Man, how you and I, as players, we both know that feeling. When someone walks up to you and whips a command grab by, I mean, just a handful of pixels. How do you feel? What goes through your head when you see that, Jock?
When I miss a command grab by a few pixels?
No, when they miss the command grab on you. I mean, it literally feels like a bullet just whizzes on by, like just grazing the side of my head, giving me a nice little like line, you know, on my fade.
I kind of feel like I jumped on the other side of a rainbow and there's the pot of gold. Big punish. Let's go.
I usually like just stare and get a panic attack, and I rarely get an optimal punish because I'm just like, what? I'm playing on borrowed time out here.
Yeah, and you know, so unfortunate for Ersine there, he's out of the tournament tonight. StickyFingers moves on the top 8 loser side, but yeah, like I was saying, that matchup, it's just so tough when Cody has a life lead. Yeah. Yeah, if you could let us know, and I'll just ramble. Yeah, like I was saying, like that matchup, good. Speaking of Honda, good to see my boy Freezer in the chat. Very, very solid Honda player from Perth, Australia. But yeah, that matchup is just tough. I mean, Cody has such good answers defensively for Honda, and when Honda doesn't have the life lead, he has to get in. That's when it's tough.
And also with those good answers as well came the usage of that V skill 1. Countering the butt slam, being canceled from that ruffian kick. I mean, I'll tell you, Ersine, you got hit by a smooth criminal upper.
I'm sticky criminal. Got hit by a sticky criminal.
Indeed, and the losers bracket is looking pretty lit right now, man. We got fighting it out to get in the top 8. We got Alex Dot going up against PrinceShade, and I love that Chun-Li Blanka matchup. It's always shenanigans. I mean, it's a lot of staring and then shenanigans, but nothing in between. It's just staring and then the shenanigans. It's a Street Fighter V as it gets. Marvisto versus Moons, it's another good match. And then StickyFingers, we just saw, faces off against the winner of Metro M versus Haitian Sense.
That's Marvisto versus Moons match. That might be the third. That might be the third Honda Cody match of the night.
Oh man, it's definitely. Yeah, it's looking pretty weird, I'll tell you. It's like you got the Super Nintendo Street Fighter 2 Turbo cover with Honda and Sagat, and then you got the final fight where you can only play as Cody on the Super Nintendo. I mean, you can play as Hager too, but they made a Blockbuster rental exclusive to let you play as Guy. Ridiculous cash grab, horrible port of the game. But which you could probably find on Jeff stuff. But in the meantime, also weighing in the top 8 on the winner's side, of which we will bring you later, is BrianF versus Diego V. And then NYC Furby the Arturo Sanchez making a special appearance. And he's going against AhKahChi. And as you mentioned, Jocks, another Cody.
Yeah. And, speaking of Arturo Sanchez, don't forget, folks, to check out NLBC stream through Team Spooky. That's Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And also, it's been such a good night. Exclamation mark Matcherino. You can use free donations to help out the cause tonight, whether it's for the Grand Blue bracket or Street Fighter bracket. Even if the bracket's over, you can still help out afterwards. Donations are made other ways too. So thank you guys for all chipping in, no pun intended, to help out tonight's action. It's because of viewers like you that we are here today. So thank you guys, each and every one of you, for sticking by for tonight's action.
Yeah, so we are going to go to break, and we'll be switching out. We'll be joined by, you guys will be joined by List Prince, and we'll get an update as well. But in the meantime, happy to be here. Two guys representing Florida. Always love doing commentary with Jocks. Always love working with you, KO the Poet, and always a pleasure kicking it here at Casa with y'all. Be sure to shout us out, Casa SFV 21 on that match arena. You know what it's about.
It's like I say, Chris. It's not the first time we commentate together, but it won't be the last time.
Oh no, definitely won't. We'll be back on the road. COVID and Cody's won't stop us.
I appreciate you guys
There
for
was a
coming.
lot of
Today.
Cody's,
You guys are a big fun on the commentary team. Real talk.
Oh yeah, I'm always having a blast. Yeah.
It's always a fun time. Anyways, guys, so I just want to make sure, I guess this is it for us tonight, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, folks, like I said, thank you very much to each and every one of you for hanging around. It's always good. It's always such a fun time. Smiles on my end, hopefully yours.
For sure. I'll be back next week, probably. I'll let you guys know. I had to take a break because of my teaching job.
Guys, we'll do switching now. See you guys later. Have a good night, and don't keep watching the stream. I'm actually going to watch and eat dinner at the same time.